Hey guys, so today or tonight I will be doing the Pisces Divine Feminine reading for the month of March. If you have any questions about my personal readings, let me know in my email. You can send me a private message if you don't have an email, but I'm mostly in my email. I'll leave it down in the description box. I hope everyone's having a good week, day, whatever it is for you. So I'm gonna start with this one. I already shuffled everything. So what's going on for Pisces for the month of March? Let's see. So we have justice, but it is interpreted as breakthrough here. So honestly, rather than it being about justice, which for some of you it could be about, things being set right or balance being restored between you and another person, or and a job, something like that, where you may have felt wronged. But I also see breakthrough, actual breakthrough, or it's going to seem like a breakthrough to you. This could be something that you may have been waiting on for a while. But I think it's mostly the feeling of freedom. Because as soon as I saw the picture of this card, I kind of got that burst of energy. And it's kind of like that feeling of, you either quitting or firing a job that you hated in the first place. And at first, if you get fired, it can seem like, oh, at the bottom of the deck, it's the Two of Cups. So this could have to do with you and another person. But even so, sometimes even in relationships, it can seem that way. You get this feeling of liberation, not so much that this person was a burden to you or this thing was a burden to you, but it just wasn't fitting anymore. Like it's like something in your soul was telling you it's time for this to fall away, but you're trying to let things, take its course, or maybe you're too afraid to make the change yourself or something like that. But and sometimes that's when the divine steps in, things like that. And you just like, at first, even though it may be a bittersweet type of energy, because either whatever the case may be, there's some sort of tie there. But ultimately there's like overall, once you heal from that natural, severing of tie, there's that feeling of liberation and freedom, and appreciation. But let's see what else comes through. This is about the month of March. So there's some sort of breakthrough for the month of March so far. Let's see what this is about. So I have the Five of Cups, which is clinging to the past. The energy of the Five of Cups is regrets. So letting something go. Yeah. It's like there's a release. There's a letting go. Strength. Okay. And this strength is about kind of like about what I was mentioning just now, that bittersweet. Although that liberation is sweet, that feeling of freedom is, what we want, what we look for. And really what shows that, and again, like this, be discerning, as I'm saying this, or like, but like I said, this is not like this thing was a burden to you and you say, oh my God, they're off my fucking back. No. It's like, you know what? I needed this change, like I felt it already, but I just, it's just something, that's your intuition. And when it comes to an end, at first, like I said, it's a bittersweet because you have some ties, that are there. And there's a severing of ties, detachment, letting go. Let me see what's at the bottom here. Ten of Wands. For some of you, you may have viewed this person or job or whatever as a burden. And this, again, feels like liberation to you because that's what this Ten of Wands is about. is the feeling of being a burdensome feeling. But let's see. Let me get one more as far as what is this about? Okay, well, two more wanted to come out. So we have the Queen of Cups, receptivity, and the Wheel. The Wheel, well, it says change out there. I was about to say the Wheel's about change. Now, the fact that these came out together, okay, a couple messages. One message for sure is what it is you'll be receiving this month of March is going to change as far as what was coming towards you or what you were attracting in the past, because you're vibrating at a different level now, and this thing is fated. That's what the Wheel is about. It's about fate, destiny, things that are meant to happen, divine intervention. That's what I mentioned a little bit earlier. And this is the Pisces Divine Feminine reading, and this is the Queen of Cups. So whenever I believe Pisces is water, so, and cups are water as well. So I get this is also you mastering your energy, feminines. You learning to master your energy as certain things fall away, as you let go and release certain things. Okay. I do want to mention this. At the top of the deck, I have the Knight of Swords, which says fighting. Okay. If some of you find yourself resisting any sort of change because of that bittersweetness, you may be in a situation that may not be the best for you anymore, or is simply not the best for you, or it served its purpose. Like I said, not being the best for you anymore. So, but because of those ties that you've formed, it's difficult for you to let go, and you're afraid to let go. You're afraid of the change, but you want this change. You want this change because this is going to change the world around you for the better. But change begins from the inside out. And like I said, I mean, that's also part of the bittersweetness, your emotions, the attachments, things like that. That's happening internally. So that's why I mentioned the need to give yourself time to heal. Although it is a liberating feeling, you do feel free. You knew you needed this release, you knew you needed this ending, or this to let this thing go, whatever it is, because it's facilitating change for you in every way. Like I said, it could be bittersweet, it still hurts in some ways because of those attachments. So anyway, let's see what I get from here. Yeah, and that's why you get the strength and courage. But feminines, next month you're gonna be, or as you move forward on your journey, you are getting more into your element. Okay. The strength is within you to allow this forward movement in your life, these changes in your life. You do have the strength to allow it. It seems frightening at first because it's change, it's different, but ultimately, it's meant for your highest good. I actually want to kind of look at that. Let's see. Following: loyalty, adaptability, cooperation, trust, reliability, sensitivity. So basically trust. Trust and receiving guidance. That stands out to me. Cooperation. So trust, cooperation, and receiving guidance. This is about allowing. This is about allowing and trusting that whichever way your journey is taking you naturally, to allow that flow, even if it's things that you don't want to happen. All of us are going to experience things that we just don't want to happen. yes. Because yeah, but ultimately that even the small things are things to teach us and guide us towards where we're meant to be ultimately, which is to fulfill our purpose, discover first, discover and rediscover ourselves, remember who we are, discover our purpose through the soulmates and people that we meet, the experiences, both positive and not so great, that we go through and have. So I have keeping still, meditation, detachment, self-acceptance, and composure, serenity. I don't know if I already said meditation, that's the first word, but if I didn't, then that's another word, that keyword that's sitting on this card. Keeping still. No chasing, no pining after anything that is meant to fall away as you move forward. Leave it behind you. Allow it to fall away because it is meant for you. Oh, I haven't gotten this card yet. Pushing upward. Steady progress. Gaining confidence. Accepting challenges. And receiving recognition. Actually, that stands out as well. Receiving recognition. And these are things that you've probably been desiring. And I really get the feeling that a lot of you were just sick of it. Like you guys were just sick of the same thing. You were just ready for change, even though parts of you were afraid of the changes. You wanted them. It's like, I don't want them, but I want them. Oh my God. The wheel came up. The divine said, okay, you know what? Here we go. We're just going to move that. We're just going to do that for you. Okay. It's okay. You'll be all right. Shh. It's okay. You will be okay. Okay. But you need to allow yourself, you need to be patient with yourself and allow yourself the time to heal. No one can tell you how long it's going to take for you to heal. No one. There's no reader that can do that. If they say they can, they're lying. And then we have, and see, you got meditation that came up, being patient, keeping still, not rush. Don't rush yourself. Okay. You're going to come to completion. You are going to get across that finish line, but let yourself take the necessary time. Spend time with yourself. Give yourself the time and attention. Watch your health. Okay. We have decrease, decline, cutting back, letting go. We have letting go, and where is it? Detachment. That was here with keeping still. So decrease and keeping still. And we have green up here, which is about earth, grounding, grounding and centering yourself. Okay. Before making, that's why I got these plants in here. These are real. Okay. What's it called? Grounding and centering yourself, going out into nature, writing in your journal, writing spoken words, poetry, painting, expressing yourself in some way, dancing, movement, meditation, grounding meditations. Dancing is a form of meditation. A lot of these things are a form of meditation if you have that mindset in those moments. If you allow yourself to enjoy the small things, don't just step outside and be like, all right, and then head back in. Give yourself a moment. It doesn't have to be forever, but just some time. Spend time with Mother Nature, meditating with crystals, things like that. But let me pull one from the sacred geometry because I'm running close on time, and I'll end it there. Okay. I am really pushing it. What did I just say? Earth, Gaia, Mother Gaia. It says the frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another, just as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. Okay. Well, I'm out of 3,000 since I'm running out of time. All right. I love you guys. Have a beautiful rest of the day.